Hi, welcome to So You Want to Be a Florist. I'm Steve Brown.
And I'm Ed Brown.
Ed, you want to be a florist?
Absolutely.
I'm going to show you. All right.
So, we're going to do something in this pumpkin.
We're going to do something really good with that pumpkin, Ed, that a lot of
Really?
people don't really know how to do because we're going to make a nice flower arrangement, Ed. But what we really need to know is, where did you get that pumpkin?
Well, the other day, remember, we took our cameras, we went down to Shady Brook Farm, that's locally here,
Yep.
and we did something down there. Let's go take a peek.
We picked them, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that
take
was
a peek.
awesome. It's farm stand! Awesome! That's what we were looking for!
All right.
Pumpkins!
Hi, how you doing?
I'm Steve Brown!
Hi.
Ed Brown. Please.
He wants to be a florist.
I do.
You do?
And you've got pumpkins.
And that's what
yeah.
we were looking for.
Let's
Wow!
look at
Look at what's in... Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we were looking for
this
right
is the
there.
size right here.
Wow, that's great.
All right.
You grew these, huh?
Yes.
Where do they grow?
Right out back here.
This is a good 4-month, 5-month-old pumpkin. What about the bigger one? Same
Say
thing?
they were all started at the same time.
Hey, look at these.
This is a great... I think this is exactly...
It was a Jack B. Little pumpkin.
Jack
we can
B.
use
Little
we
pumpkin.
can use this. We can't make an arrangement.
Can't make
for
an
that.
arrangement, but it's...
I bet we could.
Are those like small gourds?
They're really gorgeous.
They're really
Yeah.
gourds. They're not edible, correct?
Actually,
people eat-
people have told me. Yeah, people have told me they eat them.
Do they make
I
like?
can't imagine how you get
No.
into it to get the seeds out.
I think we should take one of them too and see if we can't put maybe a baby arrangement.
Might be able to put
in
them on a wreath.
it. Nah, well, let's try an
Oh,
arrangement.
come on. Can we go look at your pumpkin patch?
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right.
Let's go.
Here's the pumpkin patch,
Yep.
and this is where we're going to see them all right on the vine, right?
Right.
Now, you were saying something about...
natural habitat.
Oh,
you
really? Cool. All right.
You were kind of telling us something about July was a bad month or something? What was
Well,
that you were telling us?
because July was so cold and rainy, the
Hey, look,
pumpkin
look, look,
plants
look.
didn't
Oh,
grow
wow.
all that month.
Wow.
Hey,
There's a nice little one right there.
hey, Ed, look at that one over there,
And the
too.
little one
Oh,
over
look at
wow.
this big green one.
Oh, wow, look at them.
Wow.
See, that's one of the problems.
Well, how long will that take to turn orange now? Before the frost or no?
I don't know.
Oh, like this one's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
now?
See, the ones that do have a hint of orange, you can pick them and let
they'll-
them ripen. You know, put them in a place where they'll get
And they
sun
will
and
ripen?
warmth, and
No
they will finish
kidding.
ripening. But
That's
if they
awesome.
haven't started to ripen, they may not be at that stage, and you can pick them and then they'll
What do you
just
do with them
rot.
then?
So
So
Trash them or what? You
if they're not ready to pick before the frost, there's
They-
not much point they'll rot.
well, we can come out at that point and make tons of pumpkin arrangements.
We'll do pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin arrangements.
I say we need to pick one, Ed.
Take it.
It just kind of picks off the thing, right?
Yeah,
Like
you
that.
just whoops,
Well, hey, I don't know.
snap it right off like that.
Oh, okay.
just-
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so it's as simple as that.
Yes.
Let me feel it.
I was just
Because when
curious
you
about,
do it a whole
about the
bunch of them, it gets a
vine.
little tiring because some of them are.
Yeah,
How many
bending over.
pumpkins actually are in this one field?
I haven't got a clue. I
Well,
mean,
like,
plants.
you
there were
hundreds of
hundred
pumpkins?
There were several hundred plants that were transplanted in. And
Hey, look
each
at that one,
plant
Ed.
should theoretically yield 10 or 12
No
pumpkins,
kidding.
depending on
No
the type.
kidding. Wow.
Depending on the type.
Hey, let me.
And what's with the little ones? Those are just a different variety?
Yeah, those are Jack B. Little pumpkins.
What do they
that are
use
actually
those
gourd.
for?
They're decorative primarily.
That's
Although
it.
some
Like
people have
so.
told me that they do cook them. I'm
Let me
not
ask
sure
you a
exactly
question.
how.
I heard somebody tell me once that if you carved the names in these when they were young, that it would grow with it. And is that true?
It scars and then the scar grows.
What a neat
along
idea
with
for a,
Kinda
like
like
a
people?
novelty pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
People do it.
Yeah.
People do. I mean,
yeah.
they sell them, you know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, cool. All right. Let's
have
get
to
back.
try
We
that.
got to get back to the shop.
Oh,
Steve.
right, we're going to make
Come
the
on.
pumpkin. Yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
right.
You're going to spend the day
Well,
here?
we spent the day talking to Pat. I mean, it's been
come
kind of
on,
fun.
let's
Just
go.
hearing
We're
about
outta
the
here.
pumpkins. I kind of like the idea. I like the great. So the great big ones. Fresh flowers. We'll have to make them.
Okay.
Well,
All right,
that was
Pat,
really
this is
great
fun.
out of the pumpkin patch that we
This
got
was
those
great.
pumpkins. I love
Hey,
it.
why don't you just explain to the people where we are?
Where are
so
we?
they can come out here and check this out.
Well, we're in Biddeford, Maine, first
All
of
right.
all,
Cool.
and 10 West Loop Road. It's a little road that comes off of West Street.
And you sell not just pumpkins, but vegetables
Oh,
as
no,
well.
no, vegetables, yeah.
Lots of
we sell
vegetables.
pretty much the whole range of vegetables that you can grow here in Maine.
There's a ton of stuff. There's zucchinis,
I know, look.
green peppers. Green peppers also, that's inexpensive for green
It's that
peppers.
purple pepper I love, Ed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
really taken with the
I like that
pepper.
purple pepper. I like that, you know. And how about the 5 different types of lettuce?
Really?
I think that's
well,
kinda neat.
Yeah, there are 6. But
6 types of
yeah, I
lettuce.
grow between 8 and 10 different varieties, but they're not all
And all of this
ready
is
at the same
available
time.
most of the fall.
All summer.
All summer. Most of this is
Really?
available all
And the
summer.
beans and the corn, they say
Lettuce,
it's great.
lettuce is one of the first crops I usually
Steve,
have.
our
Lettuce and
cameraman,
spinach.
said the corn is fantastic
It is.
here.
Yeah, he
said
likes
it's
it.
the
He
best.
says it's the best.
I've had people say it's the best in the world.
And the girl told us that someone that works here makes the bread and butter
yeah,
pickles.
Carol Clough, she makes
Carol, yeah,
pickles,
they-
and she's a busy lady.
Well,
Big
Pat,
pies and
it's been
everything.
great spending the time with you. I
pleasure.
really, it's been a pleasure
Same
working
here,
with you.
same here.
All right.
And we'll definitely bring you down a little arrangement when we get it together.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll see you again. Ed, that was a great one.
Bye.
That whole thing was make our arrangements. How about that pumpkin patch? Was that not good or what?
It's a great pumpkin.
And
patch.
wasn't Pat great?
Oh,
and
yeah,
her
she's great.
and her stand and with the fact that we have excellent pumpkins to make arrangements in.
I'm going to cut this open the way you
All
showed
right,
me the other day.
show me how. Show me how. I like that idea. Now, what you do is you just make kind of like a all the way around the top of it. I think which would really work really well.
Like they can't see this, Steve.
Well, I want to show them just so that they know. So it goes all the way around. I think that's an awesome idea, just so that people know. Take the top off.
Okay.
That's right.
Get that-
Scoop all the stuff down.
Full of
Now, a
crap.
lot of people don't like to put their hand in it, but we need to get all that stuff out of a pumpkin.
You put your hand in that.
Well, hey, you just put your hand in there and pull all that stuff out of there,
Yeah.
which is exactly what you want to
I
do.
won't be doing that.
Right. You want to just pull that stuff out of there.
Okay, wait a minute.
Well,
Why don't
hey,
you pull up the other one we got started there?
then we have this one that we want to start.
Right.
Show them the liner that I wanted people to know that we use. That goes into that pumpkin.
All right, this goes in the pumpkin,
Yep.
just like so.
And the oasis goes in the thing, just like we've already done.
Why do we need the liner?
Liner's good for water. We want to make sure that when people water their pumpkin, that it's already got the reserve,
All right.
and that's all we want to do. Then what we want to do is pull up our flowers, which we have here,
Okay,
and we've got some carnations.
put this aside.
Yep,
All right.
we got some carnations.
So what are we using for flowers? Carnations?
Carnations. We've got some palms.
Carnations, that's these.
Yep, we got some palms.
Palms are these. What are these also called?
Pom poms.
Pom-poms, okay.
Chrysanthemums.
Right, what are these?
Those are straw flowers.
Straw, they're dried,
Leather
right?
leaf.
These are dried, right?
Yep, those are dry.
Is that why they got, where's the stems?
The stems, well, with straw flowers, which is really amazing, is that straw flowers grow with a very limp stem in your garden, and you can grow them almost anywhere. And after you pull the flowers off, and you just insert a wire, and it makes them a sturdy flower.
Cool. All right.
Which is really nice.
Couple things of leather leaf, right
Yep.
here. So you can get all this stuff at your local florist, right?
Yep.
What's this?
Golden aster,
Golden aster.
Golden aster,
Couple
cattails.
cat nine tails.
pintail.
Cat.
Pintail,
pintail.
cattails, okay.
All right.
Now you're going to take your little pumpkin
All right.
and your knife.
All right.
You're going to start with your leather leaf.
All right, a base.
Right, and you're going to just make yourself a nice little base. You're going to do a one-sided arrangement,
All right.
which is all you really want to work with.
So you got to cut this.
And I think what you want to think about is you don't want to, but see, you want to use all those pieces, because what's nice about it, and what I like about it is that you will work with me, and I will make it, because you don't want to make it, but that's okay.
That's how I got out of making this, huh?
But what's really nice,
Oh, don't touch that.
I won't touch that.
I like that.
That is good. That is good. Right. Can I use my scissors?
Yep, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Do
Okay.
it. I don't care what you do. Don't screw it up. That's all I'm saying.
Um,
We're on TV.
What's important is when you're working with the front of the pumpkin, take the leather leaf or whatever green you're working with.
Which is leather leaf in this case.
Yeah. And make sure that it comes down to cover your mechanics, because what you want to do...
What do you mean mechanics? Hold it, it's time. What do you mean mechanics?
Mechanics is your oasis. And you want to make sure that when you're going down, see how it shows right here?
Oh yeah,
See how that shows right there? You want to put a piece right in there so that you're covering it up. That goes down with the rest of the arrangement.
Oh yeah, okay. Hey, you know what I always used to do when I make an arrangement? I like to kind of put them on a pedestal so I can see it.
Okay, that's because you're shorter.
That's because I'm short, yeah. See, and you get to see it that way. And
Okay.
see how crappy the back looks? Well, the front's gonna look real nice. And Steve, while he's pulling up some sphagnum moss, I'm gonna put one more here. So you know. Oh yeah,
Okay.
see, I like that.
Nice thing about moss,
Yeah.
which is what we're going to use, is right in the back where you see the oasis, is you want to cover it up. And plus the fact that moss gives it a nice fall look, a nice autumny look, which people are really into right now, which is what everybody wants. Just cover all that up, which is really good, which is what we want to do with that. Okay, we turn it around.
Do you put any in the center there?
I'm going to put some, no, I'm not going to put some in the center right at this minute. But okay, we get that whole thing.
See how we pulled that out?
That's all right.
I knew it would, but hey, I tried to get it in there, I couldn't help it. What can
All
I
right,
tell you?
we're going to take the carnations. So what you want to do is when you take your knife, you want to cut it kind of like at an angle, and
Okay.
and how I judge it is like 1.5 times the size of the vase head. You know.
No, wait a minute.
And even though the
say?
pumpkin is a pumpkin, it's still a vase.
Alright,
And so you kind of judge it 1.5 times the size of the vase. So I would say right about there.
so it doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
Alright,
And what you want to do is you want to give it so it gives it a little bit of height,
alright.
which is what you want to do. And the second one, just like all flowers grow, you want your buds at the top and your other ones at the bottom. So you want to just come down a little bit like this.
Ooh, that's
So
pretty.
see how neat that looks?
Alright, where do
Okay.
I put these? Let me see that.
Actually, Ed, what we're going to do next is the cattails.
Oh, why?
Because the cattails are going to give us our height and our depth perception is what we're actually after, okay? It's going to be a little higher than the carnation, and it just gives us a little bit of height. And see how neat that just looks, just like that?
Where are you
And we're
gonna
going to
put
put the
this?
other one right beside it.
Cool.
Just so that it gives us a little bit of height so we know exactly what we're working with.
Cool.
Okay? And I don't like to just kill these guys. I kind of break them up. I don't really use my knife. I just kind of break them up a little bit like that. Like that, and just kind of stick them in.
What are we gonna do with the cover?
Cover we're going to worry about at the end.
Oh, do you
Take-
just throw that away or eat it?
No. Take your yellow palms,
Do you see it?
chrysanthemums, cut them up at the single individual flower.
1.5 times, you said. How come I'm
No,
not doing
because
that with
we're
this?
going down now. What we're going to do is we're going to contour and cluster flowers down in the yard.
Ah, so this isn't 1.5 times
No,
tall.
these are the only two that you want to work with that.
I see. Just the first two that you
The
put
first,
in?
well, the first
Two or
couple,
three or
two or
whatever.
three, yeah.
Alright, so this one should go down in here?
Ooh, you're doing good. Yes.
Really?
Push it right down
Let
there.
me just cut this.
Show them again how you cut that.
Oh, okay.
You
So,
took the stem.
Get your fingers out of the way. Just cut it. Hey, did you hit me? Cut that slow.
All right.
Alright. Put this down here like so.
That's it.
More? Deeper?
Nope, that's good.
Look at that.
That's
Look
good.
at that,
Let's
look
see
at
how
that, look at
see how neat that really looks right there. Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna put another one right down in here.
A
right
short
now.
one? Real
Real
short?
short one right here.
Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Right in.
There you go. Right in there. Okay. Okay, now what you're going to do is put a couple up down in here. It's not going to be high because our height we've already established. So what we want to do is establish just a boundary down below. A nice little space. So you want to, what you want to show everybody, down in here.
Okay. You know, you could gab at this point. I mean, you've been gabbing through the whole show. You can gab
You
here.
told me not to gab, so I'm not gabbing.
Right. Well,
But what I want you to know is I want you to learn how to do it, so that's why I want you to have it. Because we have to make 300 of these, remember?
300 my foot. Right there?
Yeah.
I'd like to have that a little bit higher than this carnation.
Okay.
How about that?
That's actually part of like being really creative.
Don't touch that. Don't.
What I'm not
Is this my
touching.
creativity or what?
I'm not touching it. What I'm saying to you is that this is really good. What you want to make
You touched
sure.
it.
No, I'm just going to tell you something.
Don't. You're touching it.
I won't
Tell
touch
it to me without touching. I'll touch it for you.
You want to make sure it's in deep enough that it doesn't wiggle, it
Oh,
doesn't
it's in there.
move.
How about like that?
Okay. And is it touching that carnation?
No.
That's all we're concerned about. Okay.
That's beautiful.
And you look at it from here. Is that okay?
No.
No, it's not.
I don't like it. So let's
Okay.
try it again.
Hey.
Oh my!
Okay. Let's put one straight out here, Ed.
What about this wheat stuff?
Nope, we're just gonna stick with the yellow at the moment.
How far out?
We want to go straight out, almost like you're laying it down.
Ooh.
So you're making it really neat. Now see how nice this is looking?
Oh yeah. Well,
See how nice this is looking? We've got straight out, which is what we want. A nice line arrangement, almost like a
triangle.
triangle effect is exactly what,
Triangle.
what
Notice
we're
I come up
actually
with that
looking for.
triangle.
Okay. Now you want to put one in for depth. Way
So
down.
this one has to be cut real
Real
short.
cut, real short.
Oh, okay.
Show them how to cut it again.
They,
Show them one more time. We're going real, that's it,
Just
okay.
like that.
Go way down deep to give it some depth perception, which is what we're actually looking for. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Down and deep,
he touched
like
it. Did you
this.
see him
I didn't
touch
touch it, I didn't touch it. I just showed them that this
He
is
can't
what we're
leave
looking
stuff
for.
alone. He cannot
Okay,
leave stuff
we get a
alone.
couple of what?
Wait a minute.
What are these called,
These are
Ed?
dry flowers.
What kind of, are they straw flowers?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, straw flowers,
Hey, that looks good right there. What do you think? Hey, you know what's good about these? These are on wires. You can adjust that any way you want to look good in there.
thing about straw flowers, Ed, what you want to do is you want to kind of cluster them.
Yeah.
You want to kind of cluster them both together. So you put one here.
Yeah.
So
I'm
put
gonna
the
have
other
to put
one
the other
right
in front.
there and
Do I have
kind
to cut it?
Yeah, you might want to use my scissors.
Okay.
Let's cut the wire off that.
All right. Let's just see. Right. Ooh, do you hear that crackle?
Yeah.
Almost like snap. Oh no, I don't think that's right. Do you? Yeah, that could be kind of right.
All you want to do is that. And look how nice this is looking. Okay? Now I know you have some leaves on picks.
What a text! Hey.
Picks are,
That's what
this
these
is
are.
what they call a wire pick, which is a pick that you can buy in your florist shop or craft store.
Yeah.
And they have a wire on the end. And this is a 4-inch pick that you see here.
This one's how big? 6?
That one is a 6-inch pick.
Yeah.
And what you do is you just take whatever product you're working with,
Doesn't matter what it is.
doesn't matter what it is.
How about if I'm
You
working
take the
with,
wire.
glue?
We're not going to work with glue with picks.
Oh, okay.
So you want to be a florist?
Absolutely. I'm listening.
All right.
Thank
And you wire your product around the pick just like that.
Cool.
All right. And we're going to put that leaf in there just because we did it.
That don't show it up.
No.
Oh,
And that's
I mean-
going to show
And this is going to
us.
probably go right in there. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Put that back up there. That looks good. That looks good up there, behind that. Look at that.
All
That
right.
looks nice.
So Ed's got a few more that he
Look
wants
at
to
this.
put in there.
We picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Picked 5.
And some of them
So
are
what
on
if they're
picks.
too long?
Well,
Do you cut these
what
picks?
what I always do is just break them.
Oh, okay.
You just kind of break them. You know, we put them on long picks because we know we want them to work for the longest possible thing. But you just want them to look really
You
good
want them
with
to be
that.
able to reach.
Right, and that's all that's possible with
Turn it
that.
around. I want to see what I'm doing. I'm getting to be an artist.
I know, Ed, and it looks really good.
When you get to be an artist, you get to be temperamental too. And I'm starting to be temperamental. I've decided.
Our cameraman told me I was temperamental, so I'm not gonna go for that.
You're temperamental?
No, he tells me I'm not. He tells me I am, but I'm not.
The only problem with you is you talk too much. You
All right.
scare me to death.
So we're gonna take the
can I tell you?
Solidago, and when you're working with Solidago, actually any floral filler like Solidago, it always has leaves on the bottom.
What are you doing then?
We're gonna pull them right off, just like that. We're gonna get rid of that. We don't want that.
Can I do this one?
Yeah, you do that one. Right at the bottom of wherever the flower was, get rid of all those leaves. And what's fun about this is this you don't really need a knife with, or you don't need scissors with, or whatever. You're just gonna kind of break it. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're just gonna put it in there to fill in.
Now that's amazing how
Spaces.
nice that looks, isn't it?
Isn't that neat? And you're gonna take the other one, Ed, and you're gonna put it out here.
I'm gonna cut it though with the scissors because I don't like breaking stuff.
Okay.
You have that choice, right?
You have that choice,
can
is
have that
right.
choice.
And you're just gonna put it out there
So it flows
so that people know.
right over in
Yep.
here.
And look how good that looks. Look at how.
No,
Push that in a little more
I'm
there,
gonna
Ed.
push that in just a little bit more.
And look how
Alright.
neat that looks.
I don't like that. Oh, did you see how
All
we
it,
handle
all
that?
it does is just a little bit.
Bad handled.
And any kind of problems that you have, as we did in the beginning, you just take a little bit of Spanish moss, which is exactly what we've been working with, and you're just going to cover up all of those spaces that we had in the beginning.
Let me see.
And look
Let me
at
see.
that. Look at how nice that looks.
Now, let me ask you something. Would you put that on your table?
Definitely.
I would too.
Definitely.
I did a great
And,
job.
and look how nice that looks.
I'm taking the credit. That come out pretty good.
We
You know
have
what
to take
else?
a break for a second, though.
Okay.
We do.
We'll tell them when we come back.
We'll be back in a second.
All right, bye.
All right. Hey, Ed, we're back. How about that awesome job you did with this pumpkin? That looks great. I think anybody would want this as a centerpiece. I think that's really good. But you've got another project that people really want to talk about, don't
Yep.
you?
Uh-huh.
We got
I've
these
been
awesome
cutting out
little
some
boards.
boards.
You've been cutting out some gourds, yeah, you have. I got a couple that are just fresh from that we picked down to Pat's place, and you've got some that you've already cut out.
Right.
So tell us all about them.
Well, what we're gonna do with these is turn them into candle holders.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice for like a
Simply
dinner
cut these
table
out just
or
like you did with a
something?
pumpkin. All right, same way. Cut it out like you did with a pumpkin. Seeds are in it the same way. These are ornamental. That's all they're for. I don't even know. I don't know. Are they edible?
Pat told us that some people did make soup out of them, but I don't think you and I are going to
No, I'm
do
not
anything
gonna
with
do
them.
no soup with them.
But actually, the candle would be awesome that you want to show us with a little bit of moss, and you want to show us what to do with that,
All right.
which I think is really amazing.
First thing you gotta do is put this in there.
Dip it in the glue pan. Remember, we
Yeah,
talked
and
about the glue pan.
I'm trying to get the bottom first here, so it's smooth.
Right, which is really neat.
Okay.
They are a really neat little pumpkin, aren't
If you
they?
can see in there, I don't know if you can, but it makes it real smooth when you rub that. And you dip this in the glue pan.
Right,
I know I'm off camera, I'm sorry.
right.
Alright, dip it in, put it in there. Then you take your moss and you stuff it. Where's the knife, Steve? You got the
Oh,
knife?
I'm sorry, I'm right there, right there.
You stuff it down in the moss to act as actually a support. See
Right,
how
kind
that-
of hold it together,
see
right?
how- You don't see how that holds up pretty neatly. Trying to get it all the way
And
around.
look how neat that looks. That will look great on someone's dinner table for like a Halloween party of some sort, won't it?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Alright, try
And
to
look
keep it
how great
straight.
that looks.
Alright, you're gonna put some bittersweet
Yeah,
on it.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of bittersweet. We're gonna dip it in the glue pan again, and just dip that a little bit for me.
Alright.
So we have that. And then we're gonna take this little. Yeah, put that right in there. We're gonna take this little top of the pumpkin. We're gonna take one of our 1.5-inch picks, and we're gonna just kind of jab it. Okay, there's a little wire on the end, but you
jab
know, yeah, we're just gonna make that work. And we have just a little bit of raffia, Ed, down
Right
below
here,
somewhere in there.
Here it is. I
I
got
know,
some.
yeah.
I got
I'm
some.
just gonna
I've got some.
put. Okay, we're just gonna make a tiny little bow, which everyone knows how to make a simple little bow.
Maybe they don't.
Well, you know, not everyone knows how to make a little bow, but we're gonna have a bow making show, don't you think? Don't you think that'd be good?
A bow,
A bow making show? Where you make bows, I make
Steve,
bows.
I'm not taking up a half hour of my time making bows.
I think people would love
It
to
ain't
learn
happening.
how to make a bow. Can I have those scissors, please?
Well, let me.
I think what would be really nice is to show people, because I think a lot of people want to
Meanwhile, if
know.
they can't make a bow and they need to put a bow on here, what do? Go to local florist
Local
and have them make
florist,
one?
local florist, and we want to dab just a little bit of glue on the end of that, Ed.
Want me to do it?
No, I'll do it.
You do it.
And we just want to put that on there.
Ooh.
So there's our little candlestick, and I made one over here so that we have a matching set
Hey, you know what
of
we didn't do?
candlesticks.
You know what we didn't do?
I think those look great.
You know what we didn't do? The cover to the pumpkin. We said we were gonna do something with that, and we didn't.
We did too, didn't we?
Actually, we didn't forget it. Let's put it up here. Let's put this up here.
Oh, I think that'd be awesome.
Put that in the
All right.
middle.
And we'll put this in the middle.
As it should be.
And you said you had a cover there, and you're going to take one of those 6-inch picks.
One of
Show
these
everyone.
picks.
Yeah, okay. Now we
Alright.
do what with it?
Gonna stick it in the back of this pumpkin.
Oh, what a neat idea.
See?
Kind of like what we did with the small ones, right?
Exactly what we did with the small one.
Except now you want to put it in the bigger one.
And we're gonna put it in the bigger one. We're gonna put this in
And you're
As
just going to show
so.
everybody
in the back.
what a neat idea.
Voila.
Right.
Finished
right.
product.
And this is like a dining room table, people having a harvest dinner kind of thing, that they can have this on their table with a nice centerpiece and everything. Looks
How
great.
can they can put it on the sideboard?
Sideboard, they can put it on their
Put
coffee
it
table,
anywhere
they
they
can
want.
put it anywhere they want.
Put it against the wall somewhere.
Awesome. Hey, Ed, what is that?
It's Christmas green.
Some awesome Christmas greens. For what?
Next week's show, we're gonna do something with this.
On what?
So,
You want to be a florist?
absolutely.
I think you will.